Right, so we've got a brand new update for the Action 6. So I'm just going to go to the Mimo app there, find it, download it, and go over the release notes for you there. And now I'm back on the home screen. If you see at the top, we're now prompted for a new firmware, and that's version 01.01.0244. So if we just hit that white tab now, it's going to start downloading the latest firmware. So just while we're waiting for the firmware to download, let's have a look at the release notes. So on this latest firmware version now, we've got added portrait mode for improved skin tone rendering. And DJI has now added more range options for the variable aperture setting. Now, to be fair, I've done plenty of testing with this. I'm not really a fan of this variable aperture, especially in automatic mode on the camera, as it can fluctuate open and shut on the aperture there at times when you really don't need it to, especially when you're comparing it action camera versus action camera. Now, when I do that going forward, I always lock it in f2.8 like the traditional action cameras, then I get a fairer comparison. And they've also added new options for film tone in video mode, CC and NC. They've also added quality priority in video mode, which further enhances image quality when enabled. We've got added support for vertical aspect ratio 9:16 in slow motion mode. And they've also optimized image quality and dynamic range in 8K photo mode. That's going to be a great one to test out later on. And I'm surprised to see this one really, because I thought the SuperNight mode was fairly usable. I know it's not a great feature on an action camera, but I thought it was fairly usable in the last update. So now they've optimized the image quality in SuperNight mode yet again. So that's what I'll be testing out later on as well. And then the good old one there, which they stick on the end of every single update, will fix some minor bugs. So now we'll just hit download there and start the installation. So I'm a little late updating this, as since the Action 6 was released, I've done nothing but been out testing it, so I've not really had time to check for updates. Someone just notified me that there was an update in some of the comments, so I've gone over to the Mimo app and I can see that I'm about a week out here, but I just thought I'd just cover these release notes for you, just so you can see what that latest firmware brings there. Now, usually on this channel, anytime any updates come out, I'm straight on it and I get it out there and do some tests on it. I'm experiencing some really bad weather at the moment, so I'm not really able to get out at the moment. So I'm just going over these release notes on this firmware update. Like I said, I know it's been out over a week now, but when I get the chance, I'm really going to have a look at those new firmware updates and test them out thoroughly. And then as soon as it reaches 50%, as you can see on the Action 6 there, it's starting to get the update in progress. So you just got to wait a couple of minutes. And now we've hit 100% on the Mimo app. You can see we've got that blue tick saying update success. And on the right there, we can see that green toggle bar at the top. So we know everything's updated successfully there. So we'll just hit done on the Mimo app. Also get rid of that green bar. Now it's just searching for the Action 6. So we'll just connect it. Just make sure everything works in real time on the viewfinder there. And we'll just hit the camera icon. And as you can see, we've got no lag in the screen there, so I'm happy that everything's working correctly there. And now I've just put the Mimo app to one side, and it's always good practice to have a look at your menus there, because sometimes, not all the time, they always go back to default. So just swipe down, hit the cog icon there, and I'm going to know because I set my bitrate to high. So if I scroll down here, my bitrate's now to standard, yeah. So you're always going to have to go back in your settings and set it to how you like it. So obviously I like my bitrate in high there. Now I'll just check some other ones. The screen off when recording. Now that's always in never. I don't like that to just time out. Time and date's right. So I can see everything's okay there. So it's just a few things to change that time. And now let's just take a look at that variable aperture again. So as you can see down there, it says variable aperture. Now there was some new modes on this, so I know you could do the fixed at 2.8 and the fixed at f4, and then when you leave it in auto it can fluctuate between f-stop 2 and 4. Some of these were in here before, but maybe one of these is new. I didn't really analyse the ones to the right. Let's just go over them there. So in auto mode we can set it to range from f2 to f4, or f2.2 to f4, 2.4 to f4, 2.6 to f4, that looks fairly new, and then 2.8 to 4. A lot of 2s there. It'd be nice to see an option there, say going 3 to 4. But to be fair, I'm not a fan of it. I don't want my aperture opening and closing. So usually I've started to just fix it in its usual state, which is f2.8, which is in all other action cameras. And then the other update was on the portrait mode there. So if we just scroll across and we find portrait mode, now I can see this option wasn't there before, flat. So that's a new field of view we got there. So now we've got flat, standard D-warp and wide. And that's interesting because standard D-warp focal length equivalent's 15mm. So what's the flat? The flat's now punched into 20mm. And then it remains at 20mm through Rocksteady and Rocksteady Plus and Horizon balancing. So that sticks in at 20mm there. That's interesting. And whilst in portrait mode, let's have a look at the resolution options here. So we've got 1080, 24 to 30, 16.9 is the same. That's strange how there's no other aspect ratio in 1080, but we've just got the 2.7K on the two aspect ratios. And then yet again, also, there's no 4.3 with a 4K. Wonder why they've done that. Interesting. So that was just a short video today, updating through the Mimo app and going over a few of the new features there. Now I've not had a chance, like I say, it's been really bad weather where I live, but when I get the chance, I'm going to go out and test that new improved SuperNight mode. So as always, do stay tuned to the channel, as there's going to be plenty more videos on the horizon, especially with testing out this newly released Action 6. And again, if any updates come along, I'm going to make sure I get them straight on top of it, update that for you, and hopefully get out if the weather's not too bad. But for now, thanks for watching, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and bye for now.